Some of the nation's biggest internet companies are meeting today to discuss policy issues and new regulations that could shape the future of the industry. Julia Boorstin was at the gathering of the Internet Association in Menlo Park, California.
Google, Amazon, Facebook, Twitter. They're among the 36 internet giants represented by the Internet Association, gathering here in Menlo Park to talk about their biggest challenges and how to tackle them, like the EU's ruling on safe harbor, raising questions about the new lack of protection for how small and medium-sized companies send data.
I'd say the biggest issue in terms of global scale is the possible threat of fragmentation of the internet. And so I think it's extremely important the U.S. Do such things as the Judicial Reform Act and other kinds of things to say, look, for example, Europeans have key privacy and other kinds of protections under U.S. law, just like U.S. citizens. I think that's important in order to have a global internet.
I'm very hopeful that a new mechanism will be put in place that will allow the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, to engage in strong enforcement. That will be a transparent mechanism so everyone can see which companies are claiming to abide by it and which ones are not in it. And I think those are goals that we need to achieve.
Another big topic front and center here is the sharing economy and how workers should be categorized as employees or contractors. That regulatory uncertainty raising big questions for many of the startups here and investors in the sector.
The thing that regulators and policymakers need to recognize is that there's incredible flexibility here. And it's nothing new with Uber or Lyft or any of the other companies. This has been going on for a long time when you had, like in the yellow pages, you could call a driver and there's independent contractors. And it's creating flexibility. People want to work for themselves, and that's what they're doing. And
Beckerman says he's focused on making sure that regulators understand the value that the companies he represents are creating. That companies like Uber and Airbnb are creating jobs not just here in the U.S., but all over the world. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Julia Boorstin in Menlo Park.